All right, let's talk dogs. We're gonna dig into why they are the way they are. And look, the answer isn't just about how you train them. It's this secret history, literally written into their DNA, that's shaping their personality right now. So let's jump in. I mean, you've seen the videos, right? They're arguing with their owners, they're singing, having these full-blown dramatic conversations. That's not just some weird quirk, you know? There is a real reason for all that drama. And then you've got the total opposite, right? The golden retriever. It's like they're born with this software pre-installed that's just pure kindness, an endless supply of love for every single person they meet. So how does that even happen? Look, training is a huge part of it, for sure. But the core of who they are, their instincts, that energy level, their whole temperament, that stuff was forged centuries, sometimes even thousands of years ago, all for a specific job. You gotta understand, their past is their personality. Okay, so let's start our journey in the freezing cold. We're gonna look at two dogs built to survive in some of the most brutal places on the planet, but, and this is the key, for totally different reasons. All right, first up, the one, the only, the Siberian Husky. This dog is basically a living, breathing piece of history, an absolute icon of the frozen north. Seriously, their story is just incredible. We're talking over 3,000 years ago. The Chukchi people in Siberia, they bred these dogs not just to pull sleds, but as part of the family. They literally slept inside with them. And that right there, that's what forged that super deep bond with humans. Fast forward to the early 1900s, and their insane speed makes them heroes in the Alaska Gold Rush and that legendary serum run to Nome. So just think about that for a second. They were bred to run forever, to talk to their packmates, and to work side by side with people. It's the perfect recipe for a dog that's super energetic and, yeah, very, very talkative. Okay, so let's leave the flat, icy plains of Siberia and travel to the massive, towering peaks of the Swiss Alps. It's time to meet another cold weather specialist, the Bernese Mountain Dog. So for more than 2,000 years, these guys had a totally different job. They were not built for speed, not at all. They were the original all-purpose farm dog of the Alps. Their job was to guard the livestock, sure, but their main gig? Using that incredible strength to pull these super heavy carts filled with milk and cheese right down the mountains. So there you have it, right? Two dogs from freezing climates, but shaped by completely different jobs. You've got the Husky, a high-energy marathon runner. And then you have the Berner, a calm, steady powerhouse. It's the perfect example of how their ancient job descriptions are basically the software that's still running their personalities today. All right, let's move on to our next group. We're gonna see how this pattern holds up with three more super popular but wildly different breeds. And trust me, their histories are full of surprises. First up, the Staffordshire Terrier. This is a breed with honestly one of the most misunderstood histories out there. But if you look at why they were originally created, it tells a completely different story. So back in England, they were created by crossing a bulldog with a terrier. The whole idea was to get the raw strength of the bulldog combined with the speed and tenacity of a terrier. Perfect for farm work. But, and this is the tragic part, humans took that strength and exploited it for fighting sports. But that is absolutely not where their story ends. Because as soon as those horrible sports were outlawed, their true nature just came shining through. They turned out to be these incredibly gentle, loving, and protective dogs, especially with kids. And that amazing gift for family life is what earned them that famous nickname, the nanny dog. It's really a testament to who they've always been. Okay, from a guardian to a spiritual guide, let's talk about the Chihuahua. And I want you to forget all the modern stereotypes for a minute, because this dog's history is ancient, it's noble, and it's actually deeply spiritual. So the Chihuahua comes from this ancient dog called the Chichichi. And get this, the Aztecs and the Toltecs believed these little dogs were actual spiritual guides. Their job was to lead souls safely into the afterlife. So that intense, sometimes fearless loyalty they have for just one person, it starts to make sense, right? They're not just being sassy, they're channeling some serious ancient guardian energy. And finally, let's talk about the dog that is basically the definition of good boy, the golden retriever. And their story isn't some happy accident. Oh no, they were intentionally, carefully designed to be the perfect companion. Back in 19th century Scotland, hunters had a problem. They needed a very specific kind of dog, one that could go into freezing water, retrieve birds, and not crush them. It needed what's called a soft mouth, which really just means a super gentle nature. So by mixing water spaniels with other retrievers, they literally engineered kindness. Think about it. They were never bred to guard, never bred to fight. Their one and only job was to serve. And that is exactly why you see them dominating these roles today. Therapy dogs, service dogs, the ultimate family companion, it is not a coincidence, people. It's a direct line from their original purpose, just to be gentle, smart, and loving partners. Okay, so we've just looked at 5 incredible, totally different histories. So what's the big takeaway here? What does it all mean? Well, it all boils down to one simple, powerful idea. I mean, the pattern is just crystal clear, right? You look at the Husky, built for endurance in the snow, known for its crazy energy and drama. The Staffy, built for strength and family, known for its protection and love. The Bernese, built for farm and mountain work, known for its calm, gentle strength. The Chihuahua, a spiritual guide, known for that fearless loyalty. And the Golden Retriever, bred purely for service and love. Well, it's known for pure kindness. The connection is it's undeniable. So you see, a dog's ancient job isn't just some fun trivia fact. It is the operating system they are still running right now. Their history isn't just their past, it is their personality, living and breathing right there in our homes. So the next time you meet a dog, whether it's a Husky howling its head off or a Golden Retriever just melting with love, you're not just gonna see a pet, you're gonna see a living, breathing piece of history. Pretty cool to think about, right?